because we're being
Okay, hi,
recorded.
everybody.
Hello, everybody.
So, I didn't grow up with Passover traditions, so I rely on some of the rabbi's family's old standard recipes. My favorite one is a recipe that was handwritten by his mother, and it's for farfel stuffing for a turkey. And one of her lines is half a cup of mushrooms or half a cup of celery. And she underlines the word or 3 times. And I always think when I see that, what would happen if you did both? Like the or is so emphatic. So
We were poor.
you couldn't afford both. So part of what I wanted to do today is just suggest some Sephardi inspired recipes, and because I'm assuming you all have your own family customs and your own family traditions, and everybody has their own way to make stuffing or to make kugel or whatever it might be. So I don't want to get in the way of any of that. And who am I to judge, right? So anyway, I want to try some things, 3 things that maybe you haven't thought of or haven't tried. Probably everybody's made a matzah or a Passover apple pie, but I thought this recipe looked kind of interesting. So I mentioned in the recipe, it's 4 apples, so I steamed some apples this morning. I cored and peeled and steamed 4 apples this morning. It came out to be 1 2/3 cups. I measured it. So I would guess it's probably going to be anywhere up to 2 cups of applesauce. But I was thinking you could also buy kosher for Pesach applesauce if you wanted to. But I'm going to do the meatballs first because that's what takes the longest to cook, okay? So this is about a pound, a little bit under a pound of ground lamb. I grew up on ground lamb. In fact, when I was a vegetarian for 2 years, my mother said to me, that doesn't include lamb, right? So that's the lamb we had in our family.
Well,
So,
actually, I'm using fake meat because my daughter's a vegetarian. So
okay. You can do that too. Okay, so I'm just going to mix up the meat, and then we're going to add one egg. And I always like to have eggs at room temperature, but if you don't think of it, it's not a big deal. And by the way, I was telling Harriet this morning that I had to search far and wide for my teaspoon and my tablespoon this morning because I'm not a big measurer. Good, okay, so I'll try to be good about it, but so here you want to have, that's salt, geez, that's not lots of it. Okay, first mistake. Okay, so you want to have 2 tablespoons of matzah meal, and I'll try to be good about it. So
I'm a big measurer.
yeah, you're a big measurer. Okay, so 2 tablespoons of matzah meal, and we're going to come back to the matzah for the tacos, and then 2 tablespoons of cold water. So I just had some cold water set aside, and then an egg, as I said, and then a little frisson of salt.
Frisson.
Okay, and then where is it? Some ground pepper. That's not the pepper. Ground pepper.
I like the idea of the cinnamon, allspice cinnamon. That's
Yep, some ground pepper. And then, so here's where you can make your own judgments. So this is Syrian inspired meatball. So lots of Middle Eastern spices. So some cinnamon.
Yeah, Harriet said, yeah.
And I am using, what does it say? In the recipe, it's half a teaspoon of cinnamon. So I'm putting a little bit more than that in.
Yeah.
And then it's a half a teaspoon of allspice. So allspice, which I love as a spice.
What's in it?
we do too. That's a
I don't
lot.
know.
I love the way you cook, Diane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Me too. That's how I cook. I love the way you cook.
you just throw things in. Okay. This might drive some people crazy, but
it's funny
okay.
because my grandmother used to call herself a shitty cook because in Yiddish, the poor is to shit.
Shit that rein.
Yeah, shit a little bit of this,
Fine.
that.
Shit that rein.
Okay, here's cumin.
Yeah.
I know David's not a big cumin fan.
Yeah, but it's good in concert, right?
It's good with other things.
Right.
Okay. And then it's almost like a Mexican thing. All right. So then I'm going to chop some onions. So this is 1 onion, and I'm going to put a little bit in the meatballs, and I'm going to save the rest for the sauce. Okay. So.
All right, everybody's watching how you
Oh,
deal with the
God.
onion. We want to see some. We want to
Depth.
see some depth stopping.
There we go.
This should be on the Food
Talk
Network.
amongst yourselves.
The Civil War.
So what are your favorite Passover, like, go-to standards that you'd never, ever do a Passover without?
Simmus.
Simmus, really?
Yes, yes, yeah. With meat,
Brownies.
without.
Meat or no meat?
No meat because my daughter's vegetarian.
Right, there you go. She's call of the shots.
I do both.
And
Meat
brisket
and
for
no
my
meat,
son-in-law.
'cause there's
Brisket
always,
for my son-in-law.
Right,
you know.
right.
Karen, meatballs?
I haven't done meatballs, but I did, I introduced, like you know, I came in late to the
Yeah.
tribe.
The
So,
body.
I introduced new Passover food to Augie's family. So the first time I made Passover Seder for them, they were like, "Are you sure this is Passover food?" Because it tastes really good.
And they,
So I made an apricot chicken, ginger, garlic.
Oh, yum.
Yeah.
So, you know, individual breasts
Yeah.
with a sauce that goes on top, which is really too sweet now that I'm, you know, pre-diabetic and some people are
right.
diabetic. So I don't do that anymore.
Oh,
But I make my own chicken fingers for the kids who don't like
Oh, yum.
oh, boy.
out of ground
Love that.
chicken and matzah.
Nice.
I've made what I call matzanya.
Oh, I love lasagna. Oh, my
Lasagna
God.
with matzah.
I
Yeah.
make it with
very
matzah,
good. I make that.
and ricotta cheese and spinach. It's a
Yeah, I do
vegetarian-
too. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
So good.
yeah, it's good.
So here's what this looks like. Can everybody see?
Yeah,
It's your standard meatball stuffing, and I'm going to ask the rabbi to start rolling the meatballs.
How big do you want 'em?
Here we
Well,
go.
she has to give me a prototype, otherwise, forget about it. Otherwise, I'm just the small
All right.
taking out the garbage.
Here's the.
That happens.
All right.
Here's what you. I think more or less.
Golf ball, that's golf ball.
That's a golf. A little smaller than a
Little-
golf ball.
Yeah, when I make matzo
Okay.
ball soup, I have to tell my son-in-law how to do the matzo balls. He needs a prototype also.
Okay, so you want to be making the sauce while your esteemed partner is rolling the meatballs.
Rolling the meat.
So this is a weird recipe. I've never done this before. It calls for 2 cans of tomato paste and a bunch of water. So I was
Oh.
curious to see how that might be, because I would always typically use tomato sauce or even whole tomatoes. So the first thing is to drop your spoon. So I'm gonna put a little olive oil in the saucepan. Maybe 2 tablespoons or so, and then heat that up. Okay, and I'm gonna finish, so the rest of the onion that I didn't use for the meatballs, I'm gonna just chop that. It doesn't have to be as fine as the onions for the meatballs, so we'll do that.
Coarsely chopped.
Coarsely chopped.
All right.
Does anybody ever eat grape leaves? I was thinking sometime in the summer we could have a grape leaf demonstration.
yeah, that'd be good.
Diane's mother used to stop by the side of the road while she's driving. If she saw grape.
Whenever
leaves.
she saw grape leaves on the side of the road, she'd stop and pick them.
Oh,
That's called heft care. It's like owned by nobody,
2
right?
garlic cloves. I think the recipe says 1, whatever.
There you go.
And yeah, she would talk about how all these cars would go by honking at her because she was bending over, and she was a pretty attractive woman.
She's a beautiful lady. You can have the grape leaves at my place.
Yeah, okay. So again, the garlic should be pretty finely minced. Okay.
Okay.
How's the meatballs coming along?
They're round
Why don't you show them your handiwork?
is
So
that
far.
Glenn?
Beautiful.
That was quick.
You know, he's pretty confident in the kitchen, I gotta say.
I lived alone for a while. I'm a better baker because that's
Diane?
formal.
Diane,
Diane,
What did it-
Yes, yes.
what is the brand of tomato paste?
I like Tuttarosso. I don't know why.
it's better, the other
It's
stuff.
kosher. I don't know. This is the stuff I use.
Tuttarosso?
Yeah,
It's kosher.
Tuttarosso. I don't know why I like their stuff.
All the roses.
I like it even more than some of the more expensive tomato products. It's just what I use. Okay, so the biggest thing in this recipe is when you're sauteing the onions and the garlic, you don't want anything to burn. So just not too high a temperature.
Wow.
And then, okay,
So you're
the garlic-
sauteing them basically?
I'm sauteing the onions and the garlic. Yep,
Okay.
a low, kind of low temperature.
We don't have an overhead camera on that, huh?
You can see the stove. I don't know if you can see the stove, but
Yep, we get the hang of it.
okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna open the other can. I want to show you how to open a can. You take the can opener.
I love this.
Go manual, no electricity.
What?
That's right. We don't
You know, no
depend on that.
We
Right.
don't either. I
Because
use
it
a
goes
manual.
out.
I use an electric one.
That's right. Imagine
Ooh, lemon juice.
if you're in a power outage or something, right?
Right.
You gotta
Okay.
be self-sufficient.
Oh, lemon.
All right.
Yeah, there's lemon juice in this.
Yeah, the best.
Okay. Oh, and brown sugar. Pardon me.
Off camera.
Okay.
Okay, all done.
All right, so I'm gonna declare this pretty much done. I'm gonna add the tomato paste.
So you're just softening the,
I softened and,
The
yeah,
onions.
sauteed, softened them.
Kind of like a Greek style thing.
Syrian? I think she said Syrian.
She's what?
And there's a ton of water this calls for, so I might put a little less water and then see how it goes later.
smells good. I can attest to.
Can you all smell it?
Oh,
Here we go. No, not two the same. They're like snowflakes, not two the same.
Nice job.
I don't know how I made them square. Yeah. If you weren't along here, I would get some reviews about that word.
Did you see my face?
Did you see the face?
All right, so we want, how much water? It says 4 cups. I'm gonna put 3.
3 cups, because you're a maverick.
Some in the sauce.
Everyone.
Dayenu.
Die.
Dayenu is 3 cups. Dayenu. It's enough for us. Dayenu.
All right, then you wanna just make sure the tomato paste, because it's gonna be thick. You wanna make sure it's blended into the water so that you have
Should I come over there?
an
and
actual
put it?
sauce. You know what? I'll just bring it over. But
Bring
you
it
can
over.
see, it's just blending in, right? Everybody can see that? Yeah, okay.
So what's the
Do we need an
consistency?
overhead camera?
Yeah, we do. We need some kind of, turn the light on at least, huh?
The light?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
all right. So then it calls for 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. 1, 2. And then a little
Tomato.
brown sugar.
She just squeezed.
Brown sugar, you got.
And you can use
Counted
light
that
or
one.
dark. I put this in the recipe, light or dark. I almost never use dark, so I'm actually measuring this. See,
I don't-
everyone measure
Tablespoon.
2 tablespoons. So
What is
you-
that?
with the lemon juice and the brown sugar, it becomes almost like a sweet and sour meatball kind of thing.
Yeah.
So obviously, when you taste your final product, if you want it sweeter, if you want it more sour, you can add more lemon juice. So again, a little salt.
I've never seen sugar not in a bag.
You don't taste usually as a
I
cook.
never taste.
Yeah, a lot of cooks taste as they
I
do.
should taste. Real cooks taste. I don't taste. All right. So lemon juice, salt, brown sugar, and again, cumin, allspice, cinnamon.
All right.
Diane, that's
Right.
called confidence.
Confidence.
Yep.
Maybe.
If you don't like it, it's your fault.
So more cumin. You know, I'm like my mother. She used to make a million things because she didn't have confidence in any one thing. So I think she went for quantity rather than
Oh my
quality.
God, you make 17 things a day.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
make a lot.
Make a lot.
Okay, cumin, allspice. So here I'm going rogue again. So these are allspice, what do you call them? Balls.
Yeah,
Allspice.
pellets. Pellets.
Seeds, allspice.
Yeah.
If you don't have them in your house, I just love allspice. So I'm gonna dump a bunch of these into the sauce.
Are they edible like?
No, well, you could eat them, it wouldn't kill you.
So what happens? You take them out?
Yeah.
You take them out
Take them
after.
out later,
You
yeah.
have to, it's like bay leaves or something. You have to count them.
And then I had a
Which-
bag. So here's the other way I'm going rogue, but where
What-
is it?
What is it? What is it?
Cinnamon sticks?
Oh,
Uh,
cinnamon
Oh,
stick.
here they are.
Okay.
So I have a bag of cinnamon sticks, which I'm gonna throw, because they're small, I'm gonna throw 3 in.
Say where they're from.
They're from Atlantic Spice Shop in Truro. On the Cape.
The
You
supermarket.
can also order their stuff online. They have beautiful, beautiful prices.
Yeah, they have stuff you cannot find.
Rural.
Atlantic Spice. In fact, when you're driving by there on Route 6, you can smell the
Ooh.
spices.
Okay,
Sounds
so
good.
that's it for the sauce. And you can obviously do just regular ground cinnamon, regular ground allspice, but I'm trying this thing.
Okay.
All right, so when this has to simmer for 5 minutes. While that's happening, I'm gonna do the pie, okay? Because God forbid we should sit still and do nothing.
Right.
All right,
Meatballs.
what?
What are you gonna do with the meatballs?
I'm gonna plug them in the sauce, but the sauce has to simmer for about 5 minutes first.
So they're waiting.
So the
Oh, you-
meatballs are,
So you don't saute, you don't brown them.
no browning, just dump them in the
Oh.
sauce. Yep,
Cool.
all right.
That's
So
rogue.
this is, again, I went a little bit off the recipe. This is a cup of almond slices, and I toasted them this morning.
Slivers.
Slivers, right, slivers.
Yeah.
I toasted them this morning because
Yeah,
I just love the flavor of toasted almonds.
You know how
The
to do-
recipe doesn't call for that, but I toasted them.
Toasted almond.
And I put that in, and I'm gonna put it in the food processor,
Uh-oh.
right? In the food processor with, here we go. So this has, we want a half a cup of sugar. This I would measure, right? A half a cup of sugar, regular sugar.
All right. It's in the pantry.
I, of course, came on with Colorado.
Here we go.
All right. This is, to me, the weirdest thing about this recipe is that the crust or the crust goes on top, right? So you want to grind this for frying.
They're able to fix it.
Okay. All right. So then I'm going to add a little bit of, again, from Atlantic Spice Shop, almond extract. Now I know this is a controversial subject, but some people hate it.
Oh, I love it.
I love it.
I love it. Oh, it's like aromatherapy.
Yeah.
Oh, my word.
I'm going to post that, and
So
then I'm
good.
going to put in
So good.
Have received a bill from St. Jude's for treatment.
and 1 egg.
One egg.
The family should worry.
Over.
Alana has been out of treatment since December. We had her.
Can everybody see what this looks like? It's like almost like a marzipan paste.
Oh, yeah.
Like a paste, yeah.
See it? So the egg and can you see the almond extract?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna set that aside and finish up my applesauce. Actually, has it been 5 minutes on the sauce?
Yes, I'd say it is.
All right.
Should I make these into balls here or no?
Turn it around.
Turn it around, turn it around.
I'm now putting the meatballs into the sauce.
There she is.
Yes, I pizza too.
How many you get out of a pound?
How many did you make? I think this is, the recipe says 25.
I'd say so.
I'd say there's about 30 here.
Okay.
What's this? Oh, never has to find it.
Did we get the radio there? Sounds like a radio.
Somebody should
Somebody
be
has the radio.
muted because there's sound interference.
We're hearing something, yeah.
Okay, so the meatballs are all in.
Yeah.
And that should take 25 to 30 minutes. I was trying to find recipes that we could all do within the span of an hour.
Right.
So this is, and the recipe says to leave it uncovered. I'm gonna do like a slightly covered,
Slightly covered.
slightly covered.
Okay, 25 minutes. You wanna
25
know.
minutes on that. Can you time your?
Yeah, I could time
Okay.
it. I'm fine.
All right, so to the applesauce, remember we have applesauce here. So to the applesauce, we want to add,
Saute.
It adds a cooked all day taste that doesn't take all day. Better than bouillon. Don't just make it better.
sound.
Cranky pated. A bad
Who's that?
Cranky.
Okay,
Right.
it stopped, it stopped.
Okay, I want to add 3 tablespoons of matzo meal to the applesauce. Did I already add the sugar? No, I did not.
No, not to that.
Okay, and then I want to add more sugar to this.
Here's sugar. Here's sugar.
So I need can you hand me that measuring cup behind you?
I can, yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to add a half a cup of sugar.
So just
And again,
recount what's in it.
this is not science. It's not a science, it's an art. So remember, it's almost 2 cups of applesauce.
Yeah.
And if you're using store-bought applesauce, I would cut the sugar dramatically, unless you can find, I've never seen unsweetened applesauce. So it's got 3
Charles
tablespoons of
McCann.
matzo meal, plus half a cup of sugar, and then I'm gonna do 4 eggs,
Wow,
okay?
All right.
okay.
And I'm just
Talk about eggs, what stuff?
talking about eggs.
Yeah, that you do one at a time.
I do one at a time, yeah.
Usually you do.
Oh, I'm just dumping them on.
Okay.
But I do,
You know, they handle eggs way better than they used to, don't they? They used to be like eggs that you'd have to, blood stroke. Stuff
Okay.
that you had to get rid of. Okay. See, show it.
okay, so you see 4 eggs, it's gonna make it significantly
Whatever.
wetter, more volume, it's more orangey. I don't know if that's a good thing. Okay. So the oven is preheated, right?
2,
350.
350.
I promise I don't mean to cause you any trouble.
Okay.
I'm begging.
We just want to be sure to blend all the egg into the
Pastry.
batter. Okay, so I have a pie plate here, which I'm gonna put the applesauce into. I had some toasted coconut. I just happened to have toasted coconut in the house. So I lined the bottom of the pie pan with the toasted coconut.
Okay.
Can we do that on Pesach?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I can do that. What are you talking about? Okay, he's trying to make me feel bad. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna dump this into the pie pan.
I screwed up.
Oh, it's pretty. It looks like a pie.
Let's see.
All right, hold on.
So there's no separate crust.
Crust is on the top, she said.
Okay, can you see this? I don't want to tilt it.
Yeah,
Let me see.
we can, yeah, that's good. We can see it.
Can you see it now?
Yeah.
we can-
Okay.
yeah.
It almost looks like a custardy thing.
Yeah.
Right, so then I'm gonna take the,
They're gonna be so disappointed.
Right.
Best.
all right. Right, so I'm gonna take the marzipan, whatever you call it.
Careful.
Right.
I can't.
Now, if you don't have a kosher Passover blender, have you ever tried doing it by hand?
And
Oh,
tonight,
yeah, to get that
I
without
guess you could use a mortar and pestle, I guess.
mortar and pestle, yeah, yeah. Because
So,
it
I'm
can
putting
be, it
this on
can be
the-
coarse.
I'm putting this on the top. I don't think it has to cover completely. The more you cover it, the better, but
Uh-huh. So what's in that? That's the almond?
this is the almonds, the ground almonds, the almond extract,
Yeah.
1 egg,
Yeah.
and half a cup of sugar.
There you go.
Okay.
that's all right.
All right, we,
Sounds delicious.
that's it.
It smells so good.
Find out Ross was worried about some murder.
He had an incoming right around
Okay,
that.
here's a quiz. What's a cook's most important tools?
You're
A
not gonna.
brain.
Go ahead, what's your idea?
Your hands.
And my mother used to say, nothing cleaner than a cook's hands. She'd be washing her hands and stuff, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right.
I'm excited about this. Did I tell you all I never made it before?
Yeah, you did.
Diane,
Very brave.
Diane has golden hands, golden hands.
Right.
She could do anything.
This is going in the oven. This will take about 25 minutes.
So it's almost right after the meatball.
Yeah, so I tried to, again, coordinate.
We
So
want,
the meatballs are simmering. You just want to stir them kind of gently because since you're not baking them or roasting them first, they're a little bit fragile.
right. And what kind of flame is under there, would you call
I
it?
have, it says medium here. I'm going to go a little bit lower.
It's about a third of the,
Can you see it? Yeah,
yeah,
just under medium flame.
right. And it's about 10 minutes.
And by the way, I am so glad I did not put that 4th cup of water in, just to tell you that, okay? Again, the brain of a cook. Okay, all right. So now the last item, I can't believe we're gonna get
Wait a
through
minute,
all 3.
Wait, before this, I have email. I don't know how I got on the list. Anybody get emails? They don't know how they originally got on.
Yeah.
This one's called Cooking Professional. Twice a day I get recipes.
Yeah,
I say, well, maybe this will be good for Pesach. So the one I just got while we're talking is called Frito.
It's called what?
Pesach.
I don't think that's gonna make it, right?
Perfect for Pesach.
Frito
Okay.
pie.
Wow.
And then about 2 hours later, did you like Frito pie? Here's another
Yeah.
recipe.
Diane,
Yeah,
what is the oven at again?
350.
350.
350. 350.
Okay. So has
350.
anybody ever made matzo tacos before?
No.
No, I've
We're
made,
hearing some
David
noise.
there?
So check your noise level. We're hearing some
Noise in your kitchen?
ambient noise.
Does somebody have a radio on or a TV or something? All right,
Okay. Has anybody made
matzo tacos.
matzo taco?
no, I made matzo popovers.
Oh, wow. That sounds better to me.
So this is a cookbook that my daughter got me as a joke.
All year long because
It's and it's got great pictures in it.
yeah.
Beautiful, right? And this
Yeah.
also has a tiramisu in it. I know Harriet was going to make a tiramisu. Look at this fried chicken using matzah.
Wow.
So it turns out I use this cookbook all the time. It's really kind of fun and cool.
Because you always think
Um,
it's Pesach.
And I always think it's Pesach. Yeah.
Because look at the title. It's recipes for Passover and all year long.
Yeah.
And that's the
I don't even
story.
know where she got it, but look at this one, matzo chilaquilla. So Mexican themes. It's a really interesting matzo brie. I don't know what LEO means.
What
Oh,
do people,
lox, eggs, and onions.
what do people put on matzah brie? I would put
What do you put in?
maple syrup.
I use,
We make savory.
Also,
Savory.
Cream
Crazy
cheese.
matzo brie, yeah.
So
So this
that's-
is potato, broccoli, and matzo gratin. I may try that this
Mm.
year.
Ooh,
that
It
looks
sounds
good.
really good.
that
Yeah.
sounds great.
So anyway, this is Michelle Straight Heilbrunn.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if she's any relation to the Robert Heilbrunn. Anyway, so this is matzo tacos. I made them last year. They were really great.
Yeah, they were well
And
received.
We
Well
had
received.
leftover brisket. And so I put the brisket with some onions and some salsa in the food processor and just got it really chopped up fine. And then we lined the tacos with that. And you were shocked that they were good, right?
Yeah. And that's true about the food processor. If you don't have a big thing.
Oh, yeah. Ugh, it would be, well, you could also just chop it really fine.
Right.
So with these tacos that I'm making now, we have some leftover chicken from a chicken soup I made, and I'm just gonna cut up the chicken and use that for the filling for the tacos. So you
Okay.
could put meat, you could put Judy, Rhoda, you could put vegetables in for your daughter. You could just do vegetables. You could serve it with pickled onions or pickled turnips or salsa that you make or salsa that you buy.
Guacamole.
Guacamole, essential guacamole. Okay, so it's 2 cups of matzo meal.
Wow.
Approximately.
Yeah, and
Okay.
all the Pesach stuff's in the stores right now.
Everything's in the stores. Oh yeah, 2 cups of matzo meal and 1 1/4 cups of warm water. Okay, so I'm gonna just get the water a little bit more in here.
Takes a while here,
Takes forever here.
over in Canton. We're very low on warm
And it doesn't
water.
have to be hot, it just has to be warm.
Take the chill out of
Here we go.
them. Okay.
Okay, so 1 1/4 cups of warm water.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna
Water?
give that a little bit of a mix. And then we want olive oil, 2 tablespoons of olive oil.
Blum, blum.
I'm using a 1/4 cup measure. We all know what
Half
2
of that.
tablespoons is half a 1/4 cup, so just whatever.
You said 2 tablespoons.
Quarter or quarter.
Right.
Okay, and then any salt? Yes, salt.
Kill it with salt.
Abyssal.
No, that was
This
Bissell
was salt.
That's more than this is good. Good for you.
Okay,
Shitterine.
Sit that on.
so I'm gonna, again, using my tools, mush it together. Okay, so that's the kind of consistency that you want. Can everybody see that? So
Yeah.
it's a consistency where you can actually blend, you can actually flatten it.
How about your slippers? No. Those goofy slippers on.
What, anybody remember wearing shoes? Anybody remember those days?
We'll get back to that. We'll get back.
Does everybody have their own favorite brisket recipe?
What recipe?
Do you have your favorite?
Brisket.
Brisket.
Yeah.
So I have a story about my brisket recipe.
Mary
Sorry.
talking.
Let's
Yes.
hear, let's hear.
Is that Mary?
It's Mary.
Yep. So my mother-in-law I love dearly, wonderful woman, burnt just about everything.
Of course.
Not like a married,
She's a Jewish cook.
he put ketchup on everything.
Oh, that's a Grossman family thing.
That's Grossman,
Ugh.
yeah. Right.
So,
Belgards, Grossmans.
but her brisket was to die for.
Ah,
So she put the recipe in the last Temple Beth cookbook,
cookbook.
and I was so excited. Well, there's something missing.
Oh, no.
I've spent the last 10, 15 years throwing different things in, and I've had people say, oh no, it's grape jelly. No, it's not grape jelly.
You're right.
It's just, so the mystery continues. If I ever get
How about dry
exactly
mustard?
correct,
I'm a big fan of dry mustard. with
Why?
brisket.
Why is there something missing? Just an oversight?
it just doesn't taste right.
I
So
wanted to die without anybody copying.
Exactly. That's what Augie's grandmother said. She wouldn't give her recipes because she wanted us to miss her.
Oh.
Oh, no. Oh, do you miss her or what?
oh,
Miss her food.
You miss her food.
That's
so I
great.
think the thing is that the way Dottie cooked is like the way my mother cooked. Just a little bit of this, throw a little bit of that. It looks
Yeah,
right. You put
yeah.
it in the oven. And so it didn't translate onto the page. So
And
we're
Mary, I was saying before you
experimenting.
logged on that I didn't grow up with these recipes, so I've had to either, borrow or read or study or make up,
Yep.
whatever.
Right, it's not in your blood, right?
Okay, so I made 12 little balls,
Okay.
12 balls.
12 bucks.
And I'm gonna wash my hands. So anyway, I wanted to tell you all that I inherited David's ex-wife's brisket recipe.
Oh.
Isn't
Yeah.
that romantic?
You got none of her jewelry out there.
I'm
Oh,
gonna check my pie.
yeah, she made a good brisket. That's true. Yeah.
Her brisket was ketchup,
Yep. Coke.
more ketchup, no Coke.
Oh,
an
some people
onion.
use cola, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. What else?
Yeah, I've used Coca-Cola. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I've actually even used Sprite or 7-Up. Anything like a sweet thing.
Wow. I don't know. I don't drink soda anymore. Somebody said that there's like a shortage of soda now.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know.
All right, rolling pin.
Okay, rolling pin.
Rolling pin.
Okay.
That's my inflation rolling pin.
Flashing. That's the one you hit me with because I'm flashing.
That's the one that goes beside the bed.
Well, yeah. What was the comic strip where the woman always was always chasing her husband with,
Not Blondie.
no, Blondie was sweet. And she was a caterer too, Blondie. She could cook.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 2 pieces of plastic wrap.
Yeah.
This worked great last year. I hope it works great this
What?
year.
Here's the,
So you're gonna
Diane,
have to, yeah?
what size is the balls that you made? Are they size of a baseball? What are they?
no, it's between a golf ball and a baseball. Right in between.
It's smaller than a baseball. You know what? The recipe says makes 12. So I just divided the batter by 12 pieces.
Right.
So, and again, it's not science, it's art, because you could make smaller ones if you wanted to. You could make bigger ones too.
Right.
So,
Okay.
so I'm putting it between 2 pieces of plastic, and
What she does with me in the afternoon. I'm between two pieces.
12 was easy.
And just
he doesn't
roll
even
it up.
notice it. All right, so get it thin, but not too thin.
Oh, this is pretty good photography, I gotta say.
Wow.
Huh?
All right,
There you are. Look at
Nice.
that. Oh my
isn't that
word.
adorable?
Yeah.
It smells like, I gotta say, it smells like Pesach in here.
It does?
Yeah. That's not a good thing.
All right. So this is my beloved cast iron skillet.
Yep, we have
Not
one just like
Pesach.
it.
Not Pesach. I can't use it for
Can't
Pesach.
use it, but
It's
we're
not
using it
Pesach.
now. Yeah,
That's a lethal weapon, though.
yeah. If there was
Yeah, but you can't beat it.
God forbid, if there were a fire, she'd be grabbing that pan. I'll tell
All
you.
right, so I'm just
Just let the husband stay, but let me grab that
gonna lay
pan.
these off back here.
Okay.
The meatballs are
Can I
looking,
sous chef any of this stuff out
the
of here?
meatballs are looking fantastic.
Oh.
And they
Well,
smell so good.
you know that Alfred Hitchcock had a a
Has
window.
it been 25 minutes?
No, no, not yet. I'll tell you when.
Okay.
Alfred Hitchcock had a window in his oven. 'Cause
Yeah.
He couldn't take the suspense of whether a cake was gonna come out
Oh,
well.
God, cheap joke.
Yeah.
Okay,
There we go.
so
So
I
we're gonna
would pat
repeat
it, I
that.
would pat it with the heel of your hand first to get it a little bit flatter, and then just go through. You're gonna do 12 of these.
From the middle out.
And then sadly, you have to cook these one at a time, which is sort of a pain in the neck.
So just do a couple.
Well, we can do them all, or we can just chat.
We're chatting.
We're chatting.
No.
You want to get your skillet hot. Do not put these into a cold skillet or even, stop it. Or even a warm skillet. You want it to be hot.
Gotta be a hot skillet.
Okay, it's gonna be a hot skillet.
All right, let's see the
And
first one. You
The
got,
recipe says
you don't put oil in the,
no, it says not.
no oil in the
No
pan.
oil.
Huh.
That's weird.
It says a non-stick skillet. So maybe I'll just spray it.
Spray.
I'm nervous.
We haven't, oh,
Where's my spray?
maybe
Talk
just,
amongst yourselves.
There we go.
I
We
am
got-
gonna spray it. I'm a little nervous about the cancer.
Okay.
But I think if you have a non-stick pan, you could throw these in and they would be fine.
okay.
All right. So you put these in the pan. I think I probably should have waited a little bit longer. And you just want to cook them until there are little brown spots that appear. So when that happens, I'll show you.
Once again,
So what do you cook them in when you make them for Passover?
I have a Passover. I have a Pasadic. I have a little non-stick fry pan.
Oh, okay.
we've got boxes downstairs. They're
Again,
coming out.
I didn't inherit any Passover stuff. So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
either bought it or
Yeah.
the mother of one of David's very close friends gave me some of her stuff, but
So what's gonna, so can you, so you make these, they become tacos.
yeah, and
What's that
And
doing?
you
this one a little bit.
Sizzling.
Diane, do you flip them
So
So
over?
when
they're
that's
kind of like a
done-
flour tortilla.
A flour tortilla.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
So is it crispy or is it soft?
So that's a great question, Rabbi.
Thank you. Better to ask a good question than to give a good
Is
answer.
it crispy or?
So did everybody hear? He asked if it was crispy or soft. So they're going to be crispy and almost like hard when you take them out, but you stack them on top of each other and the steam and the air makes them soften. And then you can have them, I guess you could heat them up in the oven too. You could make them ahead of time. This recipe says you can keep them in a plastic bag at room temperature for a week.
Ugh.
I don't
That's
think,
all a Pesach.
I wouldn't do that. But anyway,
Maybe not.
So these are soft when you eat them.
so they're soft when you eat them. And obviously you would just like, when they're done, you would put them like that, right? So,
I just got another recipe on my email here.
yes.
Chicken tortilla dump dinner.
Oh, that sounds really nice.
I think dump and dinner shouldn't be in the same
Is
sentence.
dump short for dumpling?
I'm gonna look for it. What is it?
Karen is
Justification?
always trying to find the good ingredient.
It takes an hour.
I don't know. I said we knew.
Mexican flavors.
They're not the same.
I think it's, I don't know.
That's, you can see.
Raise it, continue to bake.
Okay. I just turned it.
Okay. Okay.
It doesn't taste disgusting.
We want to see one, right?
Yeah.
Because you would just do it times 12 then.
And if you're like me, the first one usually is problematic and then the next one is fine.
Right. Like a marriage.
Oh, David, be careful.
I'm only talking for myself.
I can
And
concur, I can agree
Diane.
with that
And
statement.
Diane.
You're treading
Oh,
on
thanks,
thin ground. I hear it rumbling.
Yeah, this
Here we
one,
go. That one, you don't want to
I'm
demonstrate
not
that
showing
one?
that, it broke. a
Not
little.
showing, nope, nope.
All right, I'll show you though. It did break a little bit, but see the little browns? I don't know if you can see on this camera, but
Oh, yeah.
Do it so you can see.
I'm
Look.
trying.
Look
How
at the-
should I
Pull
turn
it
it?
out.
That's good.
There we
Stay
go.
there.
See the
Beautiful.
brown spots?
Yep.
So
Very
it
good.
does feel brittle. It does feel so kind of hard, but it's going to soften up.
Okay.
But if you wanted it hard, you could just eat it now.
Yes, yes. I just took a bite. It's great.
Okay, so how do you complete that dish then?
You have to put stuff
have that.
inside.
Yeah, I'm not going to make the whole thing, but again,
chicken.
salsa. If you're
Yeah.
doing a fleshik meal, you would have non-dairy sour cream. You could do cilantro. You could do
I don't think I've had regular sour cream in my
Pico de gallo.
pico de
pico de
gallo,
gallo. Yeah, pico de gallo. Yeah.
guacamole.
Guacamole would be great, or even just avocado on the side.
Mhm.
Red onion.
Okay, we're
Instead of using salt, could we use sugar?
And
in
as
it?
I
Like-
said, I would use any kind of meat you have left over, or you could just do vegetables.
Diane,
Yeah.
Harriet has a question.
Well, instead of
Okay,
using salt, could we put sugar in and make them like crepes?
Oh.
Oh,
That's so crazy.
And
It
put
might
some-
work.
Put some fruit in it, maybe,
Yeah,
huh?
fruit. Yeah, that's
Oh,
a great
that sounds
idea.
Pineapple. There's always pineapple around Pesach, isn't there?
how about Nutella? Is that Pesach?
You
Oh,
can
you'd have
get,
to
you
look.
can get Pesach Nutella.
I don't like it, but everybody else I
don't
know
like it
does.
either.
I don't
Yeah.
like to tell.
Look at what we got.
It's a huge,
We
You know,
bought
it's a
one.
huge-
I'll show you in a moment.
it's a huge Israeli thing. When you go to Israel, you see a
It's
lot of
everywhere for
Nutella.
breakfast.
Everywhere for breakfast,
Yeah, so
Nutella.
that one did not break, I want to say.
So what's in Nutella besides chocolate?
Isn't it peanut butter?
Chocolate and hazelnut.
Oh, hazelnut.
Oh, hazelnut could be a problem.
Yeah, what's
for
our view on
Pesach.
nuts? What's our view on nuts? No peanuts, right?
Right. Well, which are not really nuts, right? Yeah, but most of the others, you have to go nut by nut, you know, like people.
I could be
Nut-
wrong. Maybe it's not hazelnut.
On that one.
I think you're right. I think it is. I think it is hazelnut. It's like wicked sweet, right?
Yeah, it's too sweet for me.
It's
People
sweet.
have it on toast, right?
Yeah, it's hazelnut. I
Yeah.
looked it up.
I remember an Israeli.
What's Marmite? Marmite is a big Australian thing, right?
Yeah. There was an Israeli kid who used to have Hershey bar sandwiches.
Oh,
Yeah, it was like that.
Gross.
Yeah, it was gross.
God.
I used to bring from home at my party. Nutella.
okay, here's the second one.
Oh,
Admire.
that looks good.
That looks great, right? So
Yeah.
here you can see it's browned on, I don't,
Oh, look at you,
There you
Karen.
go. There it is. Good.
A little golden.
Beautiful.
Yep.
With Nutella is sugar, palm oil, it's a problem, hazelnuts, cocoa, milk powder, and vanilla. So it's hazelnuts it is. Yeah, so I would look for that.
You know what? I also, like fig jam would be good in that too.
Ooh,
oh, fig jam would
yeah.
be great.
Yeah.
That's a nice,
Now I'm
yeah.
thinking about all these different things. Like
You know, you could do this for
Yeah.
a milk meal too, right? If
Sure.
there's nothing that would preclude
Cheese,
cheese or real sour cream
real sour.
Or you could
or
do
fig jam and some
Oh,
brie.
you could fill it with
Very-
ricotta cheese.
it's very
Oh.
exciting.
Not bad. So you're gonna make all of these. Okay, it's
Is it meatball time?
meatball time. Meatball time.
All right,
Let's
who wants to come over and take a bite?
see. Oh, and it's also
Oh
the
my
second.
God, look at this pie!
All right, you gonna bring it over?
It's not done, but
Oh, it's not done.
can you
Can I?
flash the camera?
I'm bringing it over. I'll put the camera in the oven. Is that a problem? I mean,
So you want to see how it blended in the top, the marzipan?
Yeah.
But also, it's too shaky in the middle, so it's not ready to be done, but it's looking great.
okay. All right, let's go back to the meatball.
Back to the meatballs.
This is like Jacques Pepin would do like dessert. He did dessert like in the last 3 minutes, like, you know, oh, you know, we have another chef for baking, you know, but he'd do it himself.
Jacques Pepin is a
It's okay.
pineapple and calls that dessert. He's not a dessert person.
I saw him make a cage out of
Sugar.
The guy,
All right, so
Diane's brother is a good cook, and he just idolizes Jacques Pepin. We actually arranged a meeting of the two of them, and it was like a highlight of his life. But Pepin, I mean, he's an artist.
all right.
Oh my word!
Wow.
Everybody,
Put a makaya.
What's for lunch?
Oh,
looks
I
good.
smell
Delicious.
cinnamon. I smell
Mm.
cumin.
is it made with lamb or Hamburg?
all right.
I'm
can
definitely
everybody
gonna
see
make
the thickness
those.
of the sauce? This would have
Yeah.
been, I think, too thin with another cup of water, and I'm just
Right.
complimenting myself on my intuition.
Right, so go low in the water.
All right. So when you see the recipe,
Yes.
all right. So honey, you want to taste it? Want to try it?
Yeah, maybe I'll try it.
Try the
I'll
meatball.
do you a favor.
And if he doesn't like it,
Oh, it's soft.
Pretend.
Yeah, it's
show.
beautiful. It's sort of yielding.
Hmm.
We
Drop
missed the
it on your
first part
shirt.
of the meeting because of a phone call. Is it made out of meatballs? Are made out of hamburg or lamb?
Lamb.
Either one.
It's lamb. It's quite delicious. Quite delicious.
Is it good, huh?
Must be
Yeah,
delicious.
All right, so here's another taco. I cooked this a little bit longer.
I could put the
Okay.
meatballs on the
Oh my
screen.
God, he's gonna put the meatballs in the taco.
Oh, good idea.
There you go.
Now I can't go to the gym. Oh, man, this is nice. Yeah, a little meatball taco.
So who's got Passover stuff already in their freezer ready?
Me,
Hate you.
Which is-
who has
there's-
Passover things in their freezer already.
There's an allspice thing, which I'm avoiding, right? Okay. You want to have a little?
Let me take a bite.
Take a bite. Take a bite on camera. Mmm. You're supposed to say, whoa. Well, who's the
What does he say? It's off the rails.
It's off the hook or
Off
something,
the
off the rail, Guy Fieri.
It's a very delicate, it's a subtle flavor. I might increase the spices next time too. What do you think, hon?
Yeah, it is. But it's good. It's really good.
You know, now I'm a fan of tomato paste sauces.
Not
So you
bad.
like the sauce?
Yeah, the sauce is nice. I was
Good.
skeptical.
The Tuturosa.
Some Italians would say if you use tomato paste, you're cheating.
You're cheating,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I always think of tomato paste as just you add a tablespoon to another sauce to thicken it up, but
Yeah.
What was the name of that tomato paste?
It's called
Tutoroso.
Tuturosa. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's green and yellow. Nice.
Yeah.
Was that for Passover?
No.
It is not. It is not. But you can find.
We'll have
stuff.
to,
You can find roquea.
Roqueaf would have it, yeah.
Did you hear the Aliyah yesterday? It ends Masay roquea, right? It was like an ad for roquea.
Roqueaf means what?
Roquea, Masay roquea. It's like the Masay is like the handiwork of an artisan. So roquea.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So Pizzala was a roqueaf?
Mm-hmm. Pizzala was great.
Okay, so I've been stacking these tacos and sure enough, they're soft. They're soft. They went from brittle to soft.
Delicious.
So
Nice.
Good.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, put the meat.
Great idea.
Tremendous.
Really good idea.
All right, that's the pie.
check
Like
the
make
pie.
it
I'm
with walnut oil.
kind of thinking the pie won't be done before we start. It's getting a little bit more firm.
And we want to be able to show that, and actually cut it maybe.
So let me just see. It says cook until done, right? It says cook until top is golden.
Golden.
Top is not quite golden. And also it says best to eat warm.
Ah, okay.
Nobody's telling me what to eat my pie.
All right, so you're halfway through your tacos.
Halfway through the tacos.
The meatballs are done.
Anybody have any questions? Anybody want to make suggestions, thoughts, comments?
No, it looks great.
I would say, is anybody triggered by any of this?
I'm hungry.
Looks good.
Sight of a fire trigger you?
That's right, Patrick said he's hungry.
That's a trigger.
The trigger warning.
I can't believe no one's cooking along with me.
Well,
You think you'll try these recipes or
Oh,
not?
absolutely.
Yes.
The tacos.
so we're gonna have, we'll have the procedure. You have the,
I was going to cook along with you and my daughter says, don't do it, you're too slow. So,
oh,
You know,
Diane's
I
fast.
figured it'd be too stressful to try to keep up.
Diane is fast.
I am a fast cook. I really am.
She is.
My
real-
car travels pretty fast to her house, so maybe I'll go over there and text them now.
They
Those
still we
meatballs
cook
look out of this
together, right?
world.
We'll be all together. Let's go.
What's the next holiday when we can all be together?
We're thinking Shavuos,
I'd
right?
love to have everybody over,
We
seriously.
have a Shavua ton.
Yeah, we'll have a.
Next year.
Let's hope. Well,
maybe this year,
we
maybe this
give
year.
it, yeah, we're not giving up. We're not giving up. on this
Okay.
year, You know, we got
Every-
still the
everybody
old
gets
man. We got 9 weeks.
Vaccinated.
We got
Everybody
9 weeks to
vaccinated.
Shavuos, right from now.
Yeah.
9 weeks, like, a lot of vaccinations, let's hope.
I just cheated and put a second taco in the same pan.
Rabbi, you're very optimistic.
Yeah, I know, it's such a long haul.
And there might be some people who never want to be back on the ground, so.
Yeah, it's true, it's become a way of life.
Yeah, but we have to look forward that the light is at the end of the
Yeah,
tunnel.
you do.
Yeah, definitely.
You have to.
I get my vaccine tomorrow.
Oh, beautiful.
Yay.
Number 1, Karen, or number 2?
I think I'm getting Johnson and Johnson.
The
Oh,
one,
so one, oh,
one and
wow.
done, one and done.
Being
Good.
So,
Johnson back
it was-
tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's one
so
dose.
my oncologist recommended, and my allergist recommended that I get that because I've had anaphylaxis twice.
Oh, God.
Oh,
So they thought Johnson and Johnson would be best. So the place I'm going to has all 3, so they think they'll be able to give it.
Wow.
Yeah, you get an option?
No, you're not technically supposed to, but with my history, they'll probably,
Give you a choice.
they'll concur with the opinion.
Right.
Elaine and I are all done. We had both.
You know,
Thank God
it's
we didn't get
not a
sick.
fun day for
Yeah.
anybody when someone goes into
Yep.
anaphylaxis.
We had Pfizer, and thank God that we had no problems.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I just have a very reactive body, unfortunately.
Good luck with it. Good luck.
yeah. Well, Diane goes, what, in 2
The
weeks
21st, a week from today.
for the second
Week from today.
Moderna, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Augie had the second Moderna.
Yeah, it's okay?
He's fine. He woke up, he said he had strange dreams and he felt really achy when he got up.
Yep.
But he said, yeah, he often feels achy, so it was only
Yeah,
a little bit
exactly.
different.
That's right, that's right.
And
It's
he
hard.
said he kind of felt like turning over and going back to sleep, but he had
Yeah.
stuff to do, so he didn't.
Yeah, this fatigue.
And that was it for the day?
Yeah, he just went to work.
Wow. Yeah, see that? You gotta go.
And then at the end of the day, he felt a little tired, but
Oh, yeah,
he'd also worked all day and he did a lot of work.
That's
so,
right,
Like
that's
physical
right.
work.
yeah, yeah.
Karen, where did he get it?
He got it at his doctor's office.
Oh,
Nice. Yeah, it's really proliferating now.
Our niece just had it and she's 9 months, 8 months, 8.5 months pregnant, and I'm
Oh,
just
wow.
sick about it, but
Yep.
the doctor wouldn't let her do it unless it was
There
okay, right?
there was just
Right.
a study in Israel, and they're saying all pregnant women should definitely get it because it goes,
Good.
it gives the baby, if you're breastfeeding, it gives the baby antibodies.
Oh, okay, that makes me feel better, thank you.
Yes, yeah, that's comforting. That
Yeah,
is-
they've had some studies because there were people who didn't know they were pregnant when they got it.
Wow.
So they followed them.
Sure, sure.
And
Wow.
and some people in the studies didn't know they were pregnant when they got it, so
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
seems to be okay.
Right. And
Yeah,
now we gotta figure out what to do with the youth, right?
Right.
yeah.
Yeah,
They're doing studies now for 12 to 15-year-olds, and then
Right.
doing studies for under 12 from 2 to 12.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be any
Anybody
reason
know
for
where
them
the
to-
health gave out the second shot
Well,
yet?
if they vaccinate the teachers, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
take any vaccine available that you can get. You have to
Right.
do that.
yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
I don't know, I saw a stat by a political party and there's like, it said 50% of,
50% of Republicans won't take the vaccine.
yeah, I hope that's
They
not
may
a,
change their minds though.
they, yeah. As the
I have
world-
another, I could got another dose for them that's better.
Oh, stop.
Norman!
Norman, be good, be kind, be kind.
Be kind.
This was a paid political announcement.
Hi.
Used to have-
I did not approve of this
Remember,
message.
you used to have to do equal time, right?
Right.
All right, so you're
They have more.
you're about 6 or 7 tacos done,
That
and if
was
the
long.
pie's done, I think we're gonna, I call that done.
I think it's
Call
done.
it done, call it done.
I think it's
All
done.
right, we're gonna, I think you should cut it.
Well, don't call it down if it's not done.
I
I think
think it's done. I don't want
Looks
to cut it.
good.
I think it needs to chill a little bit, come to room temperature.
Yeah.
All right, can you see it?
Does everybody see it?
Yeah, it looks good.
It
Yeah.
is, it does
It
look
looks
good.
good.
It looks so
I might
good.
even be able to make this pie.
It's sort of
You
like,
could make
Yeah,
it
right.
fly.
it's like a floating
That looks
crust on
good.
top,
Yeah,
and so when you cut through it,
and
you
the
have,
edges are nice and brown,
Yeah, it
so,
looks good.
it's pulling away from the pan.
yeah,
Did you grease the pan?
I did
This is
not.
like-
Didn't grease the pan.
Hi.
Let's see. Yeah, I think it might need a chill.
Yeah,
Taste. It's all good. It's
I keep
not-
thinking it's lemon pie because it's so
Me
yellow.
too, yeah, let's, yeah. And there's also lemon meringue, you know, you can,
Yeah,
nice.
all right. I'm gonna leave it in for a few more minutes. I
There you
know
go.
he wants me to cut it, but I'm not.
Okay, because I think we're at an hour now, and I think we should,
Hold on,
That's okay. We don't have anything to do.
I'm going.
I gotta watch some golf.
All right, I'm almost done with the tacos.
All right, okay.
You know what? I think the spraying thing, I think it's better without spraying.
Oh, once it gets
Oh.
tempered, once you get temperature,
Yeah.
there it is. Should we go overhead on that, you think, or? What do you think?
Want to go overhead? Go overhead.
All right, let's see.
So Diane, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
What would you suggest for sides with the meatballs? Because
Yeah, so if you were Sparty, you would have rice for Passover. We don't. So who was saying something? Who mentioned the meatball? The potato idea. Harriet, yes?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
yeah, it was
Harriet,
Harriet.
I think you could have it on mashed potatoes. If,
Ooh,
I don't know if you eat quinoa. If you eat quinoa during
Okay.
Pesach,
Pasta.
yeah.
I think you could eat
You know what
quinoa
you could do
Pesach.
with it also?
What?
I make something similar with chicken, but I put it over coleslaw.
Oh, I love
Oh,
coleslaw.
David's a freak.
You know,
for
not
freak.
just plain, no marinade, nothing on the coleslaw, just like the
Yeah, the
cabbage and the
green-
carrots.
Oh,
cabbage,
oh, I
cabbage
like
and
that.
carrots. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just pour it over the,
Noodles.
it's kind of crunchy.
I don't know, I never bought them.
Oh, that's delicious. Yeah.
The recipe says also rice and peas, right? Forget peas too,
Oh,
right?
peas.
What about the Passover noodles that they have?
Oh,
Yeah.
you could do Pacific noodles, absolutely.
right.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Egg noodle-
Almost
Yeah,
like
Stop and Shop had a lot on them,
Right. Right.
all
it's like
different
spaghetti and meat.
sizes and shapes.
There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
And there's the, can we get on the far side of, oh,
Here, scoot over and see the meatballs.
yeah.
Everything looks delicious.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it
good.
does.
Good stuff. Good stuff. We combined the first two, and that was
Meanwhile,
nice.
I plan to make a big chicken for dinner. I don't know if I should.
You like
say
lamb?
Oh, for tonight.
That
I
should be
think you're
delicious.
having meatballs. I'm not sure.
That's right.
It was,
Meatball tacos.
it was just for
It never
demonstration.
occurred to me that I was cooking for dinner. It's just like, yeah, we have all this food now.
Yeah, yeah, right? Geez, I'll tell you.
Well,
So
thank
this
you.
was
This is
really fun,
great.
guys.
Yeah, this was great. Thank you.
So much.
We know, yeah, we know what you're having for dinner
Who
tonight.
am I? Who am I to say how to cook? But this was
Everybody-
really
You
fun.
know, your
This was really
your
fun.
technique,
Thank you, Shannon.
you're so fast and accurate and.
So we did 3 recipes in an hour, which is, that's
Yeah.
Wow.
good.
Amazing.
And I mentioned earlier, if you tuned in a little bit later, I'm going to send all 3 completely fleshed out recipes to Patrick. And then Patrick, you'll just distribute it to everybody? Is that how that'll work?
Well, I mean, do we want to just everybody or to people who
We're
are in
limited to
attendance
people
here?
that are here, that
I
are,
want one.
that are interested.
I believe if you didn't show up, you shouldn't get the recipes. Is that?
I did show up late.
We had a phone call from our
We
meeting.
didn't have the recipes. We're going to leave out the fried mustard.
But I need your email address. I've got, Norman, I don't think I have your email address.
You want me to give it to you now?
Yeah,
Sure.
give it now, so you have it.
Wait, we'll do it in a moment. After I stop recording. How's that?
Okay,
There
that's
you
a
go.
great idea.
There you go.
Okay,
All right, yeah, it's just 2:00 now.
okay.
Feels like 1:00.
Yeah, right,
In the morning.
right.
Thank you so much. I have to jump off.
Thank you,
There you
everybody.
go.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a
There
lot.
Great.
And Rhoda,
Everything
was
delicious.
Daylight savings.
happy day.
Looking forward to trying.
Bye.
it.
Thank you.
Yep, tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
A lot
How
of
you gonna
fun.
get